Good afternoon, TGIF. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday. I know all that liquid sunshine is outside. They have tornado warnings here in the state of Maryland. So I just want everyone, to be safe, take precautions, and ride out the storm. Too shall pass. And so, welcome to another episode of Real Pro Fridays, a special announcement that I'm going to bring to you today. I rescheduled our awesome guest for another day because I wanted to bring this awesome program that we've been doing for about a year now, and we have are ready to release it to the Maryland, DC, and Virginia area. And so we have some upcoming live events that we're doing with some of our partners in the DMV. And I just wanted to bring it to you and give a little bit more insight on the program. And so my backdrop there kind of gives it away. But we're going to answer the question, what is BAP? What is BAP? We're going to answer that question today. And I'm going to leave that there for right now. And so all of you know who've been watching us for now, I guess some 4 or 5 months now, when we started back in January, our Real Pro Friday series. And so I always like to, number one, tell you why we're doing it, give you our why. What is our motivation for bringing you this podcast every single Friday, where we interview industry pros every Friday in those categories that I have on the screen. But before I do that, I want to bring up our QR code, because every time we come on, we have something to give away. So I want you to scan that QR code right now. Scan it right now, because we want to be able to give you some more information about BAP once we answer that question. And then our home ownership readiness pack that we have. We've been putting that together with some of our industry partners. We have discounts in there for home inspections. We have home warranty, free home warranty in there. We have an awesome budget calculator that for your family budget. We have tools in there that help you with your credit report and getting that straight. And so we want to get that in your hands. And every time we have something free for you, we want to know who to send it to. So we want you to scan that QR code. And when you scan that QR code, that's going to take you to this page right here. That's the page you want to go to in every day. It'll be updated. It'll be either our Real Pro Fridays live, or it'll be our From Dream to Reality live podcast form, right? So today it's our From Real Pro Fridays live form. So you want to go down and fill this information out. And when you do, we will know where we need to send this information to. So definitely awesome. So what is BAP? Just a moment. I'll tell you that in just a second. Awesome. So here's another thing you want to do is follow me on IG, LinkedIn, From Dream to Reality Live. Also on YouTube. Facebook is a little different. My Senior Mortgage Advisor. You want to type that in when you get to Facebook, or at Google, just put the @ sign in front of that, and then that'll take you to my business Facebook page. Awesome. Outstanding. And so want to bring to you our mission statement. What is our mission? Why are we doing this? Okay. So our mission is to interview industry pros to learn what has made them successful, and to gain their insights and wisdom about all aspects of the home buying and home selling process, right? So that you can enjoy Mr. Homebuyer, and you can enjoy Mrs. Homebuyer, an amazing home buying experience. That's our goal. We want your experience to be an awesome one. And so we want to prepare you before you speak to professionals like myself, or before you speak to your real estate agent of choice. We want to prepare you for that relationship. All right. And so that's why we do this on Real Pro Fridays. We have a different mission statement for our From Dream to Reality Homebuyer series. So what is BAP? Right? What is BAP? So let's define what that is really quick. BAP stands for Buyer Accepted. That stands for Buyer Accepted. It's an awesome, outstanding program that we have. And I have a video that I want to bring to you that's going to give you a little bit more information on it. and highlight it better for you than I can do during this session. So need to find where I put that video really, really quickly. Let's see. Give me a moment to pull that up. BAP is our buyer accepted program. Buyer accepted simply, the crux of the program is for us to um, put you, Mr. Homebuyer, in a cash buying scenario, right? We put you in a cash buying scenario. How do we do that? So Buyer Accepted is one of our sister companies, and they will come alongside once you are approved. They'll come alongside and purchase the house of your choice. Yes, that's right. They'll purchase the house of your choice on your behalf, and we're gonna kind of roll that out. First, I want to give you the steps to that really, really quickly. So, buy accepted, first thing you have to do is you have to be pre approved, right? Pre approved with New American Funding. Traditionally, you would do that with your loan officer, right? Your loan officer would take the application, get your documentation, talk to you about the various loan programs that you qualify for, down payment assistance if that's appropriate, and create your loan scenario, and then they'll analyze that data, run it to an automated underwriting engine, and depending on the finding, they'll issue your pre-approval letter, and then you're off and running, and you're out with your real estate agent looking for that home. Well, buyer accept is just a little bit different. If you are identified as a candidate for our buyer accepted program, and that's just through a consultation with you and I, we'll have a conversation about the program, a conversation about your loan application, and the four C's, right? Your capacity to take on new debt. What does your cash flow look like? Your capital. What's your credit look like? And what is the collateral? Is it sufficient? We'll talk about all those aspects, and once we together determine that you are approved to purchase, right, purchase a home, the next step is to take that information and get that into one of our underwriters. That process is called a credit approval, and then they will analyze your information and render a approval for you. Once you are approved, then we can engage the buyer accepted team during that process. So that pre-approval process with an underwriter includes engaging our buyer accepted team. Once we engage our buyer accepted team, we make that referral and determine that they are a candidate for the program. You are a candidate for the program. Your agent and you together, once you find a house, you guys will just kind of put your offer together as normal. Right? You'll have that conversation about what your must-haves are related to that house and whatever contingencies that you want. In this market, the contingencies are very minimal, but that's why buyer accepted is around to help level the playing field. And once that contract is drafted, then we submit that in and make that cash offer presentation to the seller. Once the cash offer is accepted, step three, really simply, and I'm stepping through this really, really quickly. Step three is just simply to um, make that go through that process once it's been accepted of closing the loan. And so by accepted, we'll work with your title company of choice, and we'll close that loan. And then you would close on the loan. You would purchase the house from buyer accepted. So um, very, very simple process. But I want to bring up the video that I had prepared for you so that you can take a look at that really, really quickly. If you give me a moment, I had it up, but for some reason it disappeared on us. But I'm going to bring this up right now. Give me 1 second here to get that to you. You can probably hear me moving around here. Let's see. I move that on the screen. And so we had an awesome time on the 19th of May where we did our second installment of From Dream to Reality, Destination Home Ownership, First Things First. We talked about the various loan programs, FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional. Um, and we discussed what is needed. Hold on, let me just take that off. We discussed what is needed for you to what is needed for you to buy. Here we go. Here we go. what is needed for you to purchase a home. So we're going to bring that up just a momentarily. Give me 1 second here. Thank you for your patience. This is live and direct, right? So we got this commercial going on. And so we're going to bring this up in just a moment here. All right. Here we go. Let's check it out. Outstanding. Outstanding. Hopefully you heard that. I know the volume was kind of low. So hopefully you heard that. As the video was saying, it's a very simple process that we have developed. Our goal really is to come alongside our partners and make it easier for them to get your offer accepted, so you can get into the home of your dreams. And so I want you to reach out to me today. Call me directly at 443-569-6079, 569-6079. That's my office number. It rings to my cell phone, so it's always ringing to me. And let's have a conversation. Let's talk about if you're a candidate for the buyer accepted cash buyer program, where New American Funding is turning you into a cash buyer. So, coming up announcements coming up on June the 16th is our final installment of our current home buyer series, which is called Destination Home Ownership. First things first, where we're helping you determine your path to home ownership. And so that ends on the 16th of June. During that session, we're going to be talking about the various renovation loans. There are a lot of properties out here that are not in ideal condition, and those are candidates. We want you to consider those properties. They'll make great homes, and you can make them into almost brand new on the inside. And so we want to talk about some renovation loans. We want to hear from a local general contractor who is familiar with the renovation loan process. We're also going to bring representatives in to talk about various down payment and closing cost programs. And then we'll round it out by having a title company in again to talk about the closing process and what all that entails. And so we're rounding up the series. We started the process with talking about how to get approved, what is needed, the 4 C's of lending, the things like that, protecting your pre-approval once you have been pre-approved. Don't go out and buy a car. Don't get credit cards. Don't have your credit report pulled again because you want to protect that approval status. And then in the second series, we that was on the 19th of May. We talked about the various loan programs, the minimum standards to get into FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional loans, and the do's and don'ts of the underwriting process. So we talked about that. So hopefully this has been a fantastic series for you, Mr. Homebuyer, Mrs. Homebuyer, and to all of our realtor partners. You want to reach out to me today. We're coming to the DMV to certify all of our real estate partners. You must be certified in the buyer accepted program in order to be able to offer that program to your clients. We want to make sure that you're 100% clear on the process. We want to make sure that your clients are 100% clear, 100% transparency on what to expect so that it will be a smooth home buying experience. So give me a call, 443-569-6079. So that's our show for today. It's a real quick one. Thank you for joining us and call it so we can turn you into a cash buyer today. Enjoy your weekend.